What's crack, folks? It's been a while since I've done any videos. Just kind of, I wouldn't say I lost the interest, just the winter, and didn't get a chance. Anyway, my BMW due a couple of things, just a service, so we're gonna walk through use. I'm probably gonna break in a couple of videos. Where we start? Okay, let's have a look. Well, first of all, it's a mess here, so I'll try to sort it out. Right, the Beamer needs to be serviced. First of all, fork seals are gone. Don't know, you can't see it, like, but there's a large pothole, and two of them are burst now, so two of them needs to be replaced. So that's for a start. All the fluids needs to be replaced. Brake fluid, front and back. I'm going to do valve clearance done on it. Then I have to balance the throttle bodies because the idle is set on a very low, and it bike's struggling, so it needs to be set about 1300 RPM. I think it's at the moment, like when it hits up, like it's close to just over 1000, so it's not enough. So it needs to be bringing it up idle speed plus balance it out run speed, right? So that's another plan. So obviously change that. After that, I'm going to change the oil and change the oil in a final drive and gearbox. Yeah, so the little visitor. Who's that? Buster? You coming in? Nosy. Yeah, so the plan of attack here. For a start, what I'm going to do, we probably do the valve clearance first. And you know what? It's a pain in the ass on this bike because all this fairing has to come off. Not just for a valve clearance, for the throttle bodies, like synchronizing all that, because there is no access. So all this have to come off. Once it's come off, like the what you call it, crash bars have to come up the whole lot. So I'm going to do to do the valve clearance, I have to take the front cover of the engine off, just to get access to the crankshaft bolt so that I can spin the engine around to get a top dead center on each cylinder. And at the same time, I'm going to check what you call it, alternator belt as well. So so that's the first. Then I'm going to balance it, all the bodies, and then so probably that's going to be one video. In the last thing, I'm going to change the oils. I'm going to make a separate video for that. And forks, oil seals are on the way. Just got a cheap ones from the eBay. I think I paid like €15. This one's, I think, lasted like about 15,000 miles. So if I get another 15,000 out of the new set, like, should be grand. They're fairly easy to change because you don't have to take the forks off. All you have to do is just like unbolt a couple of bolts, take the steering handle off, and then stanchion will pop out, get the stanchion out, obviously replace the seal and put everything back in. Right, so that's the plan. Yeah, as soon as I start to work on it, I'll bring you along and we'll see how long it's gonna take. Well, for you it's gonna be 10 minutes probably. For me it's probably gonna take a week, because there's just no willpower, I guess, and have to tighten up here. I have to take this one out, get a bit more space. Right, so let's begin. Right, so we start with this service with what you call a final drive first. I think, according to manual, you should be changing like every year, but this hasn't been changed for a while. Anyway, still been neglected. So it's a 19mm draining plug and a 6mm Allen key for a filler. I think it takes 300ml of the gearbox oil. Now I'm using 7590. I think it's by manual it's 75-140 or something like that. Like, but it's all down to, depends what environment you're driving. Like if in hot environment you might go higher or lower in colder environment. Anyway, this will do the job. Always been using this, and well, that's what I keep using. once you get it like half a decent brand. Now this one's I think it's Total. Yeah, Total Engineering. So yeah, so do the job. Anyway, so first we want to make sure that the drain plug is loose, and make sure Allen key that the filler plug is loose, otherwise you drained all the oil but you can't fill it. So that's loose. Now so I'm going to drive into a clear container just to see how bad it is, if there's any lumps in there. Barely torn it. That's how long it's been. There you go. Doesn't look too bad. Here's my washer gun. There's not much wear. So let it drain. Clean all the nuts. It's all been drained. Put a plug back on. First of all, we're going to clean a little bit. Doesn't have to be mad tight. Once it's washer squashed, don't forget this is an aluminium, so very easy to strip the threads. Tighten up the tight, and then see when you be driving, if it's leaking, just give a little bit more. So now, according to this, there's about 300 ml in it. So we just have to fill it up, and the way we're gonna refill it, just fill it up all the way to the top. Once it's like starts spilling out, it's full, and that's good enough. Some of the brands will have the little tubes out of them, so it's much easier to fill it up the stuff, but this one obviously doesn't, so just have to do it old-fashioned way. Right, so now that looks like it's full. I'm just gonna spin the wheel, because when you spin the wheel, that will kind of level will drop just for a second, and let it level it back up. Right, so I don't know how much you can see it. And so yeah, that's it. So that's up the top. So it's about 300 ml. I'll stick on a what you call on a screen, get it from the manual how much it takes officially. But anyway, that's the way you fill it. So just wipe it up and put the cap back on, and we are good. Now just tighten this up. Again, nothing mad, just tight. If it does leak, we just nip it up a little bit more. Right, next is Gearbox. Yeah, so it's a bit more challenging to do the gearbox. So now what we have. So you don't really have to, like, if you can see it, like I have bike kind of stripped. Now you don't have to do that to change the gearbox oil. The only challenging part is, let me see if I can get this down. Right. So the challenging part is, this is a filler plug, and that's the drainer plug right there. So when you draining oil over, it will kind of drip down past the little hole and on top the exhaust and comes out that way. Not a big deal, it will burn off, like, and there's nothing major. But what I do, I'll get the little, cut out the plastic bottle, just a kind of little shape, just put in there, and that will pass outside, and that will drain the oil straight out. Now, first of all, make sure you loosen up the filler plug and drainer plug. Don't drain the oil until you make sure the filler plug is loose, otherwise you could end up in big heap of trouble. Like, give a bit of heat if you need it. So, as you can see, that's the way it's gonna be. Now sometimes you're better off put the bike kind of lean this way, so it will start dripping out this way. Do you know what I mean? But we'll try this first and see what's there. Okay. Yeah, so I let it drain. I did rebuild this gearbox a couple of years ago, so as you can see, everything's clean at the moment. Gearbox does take a full litre of oil, so it does train slow because it's actually cold. I haven't drove a bike in a couple of weeks. So just let it drain. The magnet as well, it's all clean. There's no lumps or any kind of debris, so that's good. Yeah, so that's that. You just need to clean out everywhere, all the holes and stuff like that. Make sure there's some spillages and exhaust, obviously. Oil looks absolutely brilliant, clean, so no issue there. Right, so this is the contraption I have. Yeah, no, that'll just do fine. It does take, as I said, 1 litre. So just have to nicely and easily make sure you can still fill it in. By the way, it's the same oil. So I'm going to fill it up anyway, and I will get back to you when it's full. Right, so we are there now, finished pretty much. So it's kind of starting to overspill, I think. It took like just over a litre of oil. So just going to take that off. So now just clean up all this stuff. I'll let it dry out and see how much oil we have.